A little over a year ago, Casey, my son, and I purchased a space in this building condominium. At the time, I participated in the purchase not because I liked the building so much, but more to help Casey's business out and the opportunity to own something with him. I'm so glad I did this. We ended up remodeling a portion of our space, and it has become my office. I love the location, the size, and the flexibility of the space. Hi, this is Dave. I often talk about the importance of research when you're looking into doing some investing. Because I like the current location of the building where my office is, and the weather was finally starting to get nicer, I took the opportunity to walk around the commercial buildings that are in my neighborhood. I wanted to see if there were any buildings that were near our current location that might be something that we could look at purchasing in the future. My criteria for this little adventure was: the building needed to be located near my office. I wanted the building to be flexible, so it could be used as a storefront, an office building, or as industrial space. I wanted the building to have tenant or tenants in the building currently. And I was hoping that there would need to be some small improvements that could be made to increase the rents. Within 10 minutes, I came across this building that is for sale. It's near the office. It includes office space and industrial space. The building has room for 8 tenants, and it currently was occupied by 6 tenants. This building met most all of their criteria with the added benefit of having good security fencing. I think it still is a little bit overpriced. It either needs a price reduction or it needs to have those 2 additional renters added so that you could include their income in the calculations. I'll be watching this building over the next few months, but was excited to find a building so quickly that fit so nicely in my criteria. A few minutes later in my walk, I came across these 2 buildings. Neither of them are for sale, but they each offered something. This first building, it was apparent that the owners had renovated the office area. Although they let the landscaping get overgrown, which might mean there's some availability of this building in the future. The second building needed a lot of work, and it didn't have a tenant. This building is probably nothing I'll ever be interested in, but you never know. It would take a lot of work. Neither of these buildings are for sale, but I'll keep an eye on them. This building was the one I liked the most, and I'll be doing more research on it and watching it closely over the next few years. It's about a mile from my office, currently has 3 tenants that use the space as a storefront, one uses it for office space, and then one is a mixture of office space and industrial space. So it fit into that criteria very well. The building is currently fully rented, but it still could use a few improvements. If this building became available, I would work pretty hard to put a deal together. This type of building takes a lot of patience. More than likely, the current owner is in a good position and won't be willing to sell for a while, but it doesn't hurt to keep an eye on it. I took a video of this land not because I'm interested in it now, but because I looked into this about 18 months ago. At that time, this land had a building on it. The price was reasonable for what it was. It had a parking lot and room for expansion. I looked into buying the property, but someone beat me to it. They proceeded to tear the building down, and then they just let it stand empty. The reason I'm showing this, or the moral of the story, is that someone always has more money than you do. So even if you find the best property and you have the best idea, the deal probably won't work. So you have to constantly be on the lookout. Don't get overly tied to a piece of property. This last property was the nicest building of all the ones I looked at. It met all of my criteria, except it didn't need any improvements. The office was beautiful, the industrial space was beautiful, the fencing was beautiful. Whoever renovated this property did a really great job. I will still keep my eye on it, but by the looks of it, it's probably owner occupied, or there's a close connection between the owner and the tenant. I would love to own a building like this. So while I don't think this property will be available for a number of years, crazier things have happened. Whatever you plan to invest on, you need to do your research. You need to make sure that the price that you're going to be paying for the building will be supported by the rents. You need to be sure that the tenants are going to be there for a reasonable amount of time. They're not going to just be leaving you in the next 6 months. And you need to make sure that the building is in good repair. I enjoy doing the research part of it. It's fun to go look at buildings. It's fun to get with the broker and have them show you what they have in stock. I would encourage you to do the same if you were interested in investing in commercial property or even investing in residential rental. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have an abundant life.